Now, the government plans to impose a levy on imported products which Kenya has capacity to make locally, starting with the steel, paper and textile. Trade Cabinet Secretary Moses Kuria says this is part of efforts to ensure local businesses have a competitive advantage over foreign manufacturers in renewed plans to push for $10 billion in foreign direct investment by the end of this year.
The shilling has in recent days weakened to all-time lows against the dollar, fueled by high demand for the greenback by importers. The government believes suppressing imports by making them costlier could help support the local unit.
We will be imposing a levy, which we are calling the Export and Investment Promotion Levy, which will be imposed on those products which we are importing for which we have local capacity. Because every time we import things for which we have local capacity, we are frustrating ourselves because our children cannot get jobs in our industries. When we see people being unemployed, our unemployment rate being high, it is not witchcraft. It is because we stopped producing. We frustrated manufacturing. Our manufacturing has shrunk from 9% to 7% of GDP.
In a movement to push traders to embrace locally manufactured products, Kuria says the cabinet has approved a levy on imports that can be sourced locally, starting with steel.
Give me a complaint that the existing capacity is not supplying you. So I'm not being draconian. I'm only saying I am following a due process and I'm being very transparent. Because I'll put it out there, if I am going to put this levy on this product. If you have got any problem with the people who are manufacturing it now, speak now or keep your peace forever.
To boost export volumes, Kuria says the government plans to establish trade offices in 50 cities and export warehouses across the globe by the end of this year, which will coordinate the sale of goods abroad, especially for small businesses.
And that is on top of what we are doing in terms of renewal of AGOA, in terms of especially a very important piece of work we are doing, what we call the tripartite free trade agreement, that is combining SADC, East African Community and COMESA.
The Trade CS says his ministry is working closely with the Ministry of Education to push reforms that will ensure small businesses can take part in the lucrative textbook and school uniform business.
We talk about inclusion. We talk about the bottom up. The bottom up is starting with school uniform. We want to give those opportunity to people out there to take advantage and actually make these uniforms. We have to privatize some of our universities. And I am talking to investors, international investors, who are willing and ready to come and partner with our universities to privatize some of the universities. I'm not saying all.
A relief for small businesses looking towards exportation as the government launches reforms that it calls favorable for the niche sector. Hibak Said for Prime Edition.